Hello and welcome to the stream. I am Swabcraft and this is a stream of Crossout. Unfortunate stream, for me at least, because I was streaming earlier without actually streaming. Because, well, I had a power outage about 13 minutes into the stream. And I turned it back on and I was hoping my multi-streaming service, Rumble Studio, would actually keep the service or keep the stream going for me as I fixed the issues with the power outage. Or rather, as the power outage fixed itself. Well, anyways, I'm going to get the stream chat up and running in a second. Have to restart this thing. Okay. See if that works. That works, and that works. Okay. Okay, and YouTube. Okay, things should be working. However, because we had such issues, I want to just put this on for a second, just to show my frustration. Okay, well, that's enough of that. So, what was missed from being recorded was, unfortunately, some very good highlight moments, including a match where I got 5 destructions, where I cleaned up an enemy team, and I've been using this build with 3 triggers, and a photon, and 2 claws for some time, and I put an Aegis on it. So, I've been battling technical issues all night. For one instance, my OBS, for some reason, wanted to use 70% CPU, which obviously is wrong. So let's see, what CPU is my OBS using right now? 24, which is higher than it should be, but tolerable, I guess. So I think that was because the OBS updated, and for some reason it switched the encoder that it should have been using to CPU. That's the only thing that makes sense for that particular issue. So anyways, this is Crossout. Build, craft, and destroy, though there's a lot less crafting these days, considering that most things can't be crafted. Anyways, the current Brawl is a trial, effectively. A test run. Not a trial as in a challenge. It is putting mech legs into a normal battle with car vehicles. So in other words, wheeled vehicles, augers, tank treads, etc. All the normal stuff. Now has to deal with mech vehicles running around. And the mech vehicles, their legs are supposed to be nerfed compared to the main settings that they're used in. So less power, less durability, but in truth, they need to be nerfed a bit further than currently. It seems. Because they are still very, very strong, ridiculously so. So my joy, this Brawl, has been simply to destroy the legs off of the mechs, but they still have way too much HP, it seems. Okay, no one was in the fall area for that pillar. Crossout has some very nice things, including the destructible stuff on a very small number of maps. I think we might actually win this. Yeah, we won it by point capture. Okay. I want to test the chat. Make sure it is working. And besides Crossout, I was playing for the last week pretty heavily Uma Musume Pretty Derby, which I have been enjoying a lot more than Crossout. Which is a little sad to say, but not too surprising to say. And I've been doing Uma Musume Pretty Derby completely free to play, which is very nice because Crossout was quote-unquote my main game other than Pokemon Go for the last 2 years, maybe 3 years now. And Crossout is a very greedy game. It wants you to spend $10 every month, $10 plus taxes every month, at the minimum, to really get a lot of different things. And then the battle passes, they've changed them from being 4-month things to being 3-month things. And the daily play burden, the gaming fatigue, is just way too high in this game. So it's very hard to just sit down, play, and enjoy the game. Because you have to spend like 20 minutes at the start to farming your patches before you can play, otherwise you don't get the Battle Pass rewards. And if you just play normally, like this Brawl, it doesn't give any patches. So if I just wanted to play just this Brawl today, I would not normally get patches, and that's just a terrible, terrible reward design. So I have been increasingly disillusioned with Crossout. We've already lost 2 of the bots on our side. Oh yeah, and I just ran under there like an idiot. But I don't really care. This team was going to lose. But I didn't do any damage, so there's no point in staying in this battle. So we can just enter the next match. Fortunately, we had worse bots that match. They just Leroyed and got destroyed, and that map is not the best, I'd say. Like, if there's only players, it's a good map, but when you add bots in and bots just Leroy, but the enemy team bots don't Leroy, then it's not going to be a fun match. And I do plan on trying out the battle for uranium just to see how hellish it is to get your uranium earned. It's probably just going to be so bad that it isn't worth it. And not one person on this team has a Doppler. Well, actually, maybe they do. No, it looks like they don't. Well, it looks like we already have contestation of the base. Let's see. Okay, enemy is down. Oh boy, that's the new weapon. That guy was just pushing me for no reason. Okay. Dude. Okay, well, my shield worked at the very end. Probably blocked his shot right there. We just need that guy taken out. Okay, all enemies eliminated. Okay, and let's see. I need to destroy more parts. The triggers aren't particularly good at part destruction. I'm gonna keep using this build. Because maybe, just maybe, I will get a highlight. And like, Crossout highlights are not worth shit. Crossout is a dead game. As far as viewership on YouTube, and viewership on other platforms like Rumble, you're just not going to get it. You can't build a career off of playing Crossout as you can other games. But even then, like, you don't want to restrict yourself to one single game. And my time would probably be better spent right now playing more Uma Musume Pretty Derby. And I know this. Like, it's pretty obvious that it would. But I have almost pretty much beaten the Ura finale anyway. Well, I've beaten 20 Umas on the Ura finale, and I haven't been able to... Or rather, the gacha system means I can't really reliably unlock any of the others right now. Okay, so what are we looking at? Nice. The crazy Retrobot is destroyed. Okay, that Retrobot is destroyed. Rather, its weapons are. Oh boy, I'm stuck. Oh wow. I'm really surprised that hit did anything whatsoever. Okay. Where was that guy? I don't have the room. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. The bots with their aim hack are very hard to take out when you have only a short-range weapon. Okay. Okay, we have a guy with a scorpion. He's right behind you, dude. I guess that was a commit or something. But hey, what's this guy even trying to do? There's no way he can win. I don't know, that guy was sort of semi-FKing this. Okay. And here we are. I sort of feel like the Aegis module should have a limited ammo. It's sort of the crutch for this build right now, but I do feel like it is just a little too good. Of course, mech legs are way too good, it seems. Or at least the Tengu is. Dino, not so much, but they probably all have a little too much HP. Okay, so 3 bots each team. And one guy seems to be disconnected. Bartok on the other side. Okay. Okay, he seems to have connected now. Okay, I think the most effective position for me. Okay. Okay. I took out the Tengu with the cancer weapons, so I feel pretty good about myself. I can actually still move too. Just ever so slightly. Come on. Okay. All that's left on my side are bots. And I think the bots are kind of winning, but I'm not sure. Nah, it looks like the bots are not winning. I am definitely stuck here, though. We lost another bot. So if we lose Sophia, I self-destruct. Okay, Sophia destroyed one. Yeah, Sophia needs to destroy Replicant and Lisa, and then we win. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, Sophia has destroyed another. Well, that worked out, I suppose. Sometimes you remember why you enjoy a game that you've come to hate. Okay, let's see. We need just 2,500 more points. And then the first goal of the stream is done. Unfortunately, a large amount of the progress this week was lost due to a power outage. And then I think Rumble Studio had some issues too. Because I tried to restart the stream, and obviously it failed to do so. Like it sent something to YouTube to create a sort of stream is being prepared sort of thing. But it obviously didn't send enough for the stream to actually start. So I don't know what was going on with that. Ah, this map is terrible for me. Absolutely terrible. I can't do crud here. This map is extremely unfavorable for the Trigger Destructor build. If I don't have a cloak range or something. The range is just too short. So I think I'd rather go down and shoot the legs off of this mech. I kind of want to stay on the point. Especially since we have a bot staying on the point. Oh yeah, the enemy team is utterly destroyed. So we can just cap the point. Doesn't really matter. And let me guess, this Emma bot got a kill. Well, point will just be capped. They can't get here in time. Okay, wonderful. Okay. So it looks like it's going to take 4 more matches. Might be more than that. It looks like the play requirements for this week's Brawl event are way, way too high. Crossout's main reason why it's killing off its player base is it has this extremely absurd daily play burden with the Battle Pass for patches, the brawls, and like clan confrontations. It's an absurd amount. It is frankly an absurd amount. It's getting close to like World of Warcraft, Raider, like more hardcore Raider level. Just what they're asking for the average player in Crossout. So I think it's completely unreasonable. Okay, 3 bots per team. 3 bots per team. Okay, what is... that bot is suiciding. Okay, that is done. Ah, that is so unfortunate. Yeah, nothing I could do here. But it looks like the team will win. Okay, and we have a ban on Kick for solicitation. It's obviously just a bot, but if it was a person, I'd like them to feel bad. New streamer tip, if you are new, or even if you're just a small streamer, is to ban the word Discord. Though in this case, it's actually a website that I've seen a few times that I have banned as well. So whenever you see a website advertised in your stream, and it's obviously one of these shady ones that wants to sell view bots or whatever, you ban the shit out of them. Now sometimes I'm merciful and like if they're just trying to well, actually, yeah, it's probably better to ban even the ones that are just trying to say, hey, it's a sort of scam where they say, like, hey, go on Discord and inform me when you go live. That is clearly a scam, but it sounds a lot nicer than the ones that are just more upfront about it. But I think those ones, you should also ban them. Because I don't want people promoting their freaking Discord accounts. Like, how pathetic is that? It's not people promoting their Discord accounts in someone's stream. Okay. I don't particularly like this map for this vehicle. Jeez, look at the power score. Highest one is 500 or 50,000 more than me. Not 50,000, but 5,000 more, yeah. This is a crazy power score difference. Ah, that almost hit me. Okay, his weapon is removed. Okay, victory. Okay, because I am very low on HP, I think it's probably best for me to hide now. And just cap the point. Just in case. It looks like the team will win regardless, but it is worth some caution. Okay. And I want to check something really quick. Okay. So, I need to change the camera just slightly so that when I'm looking at the stream, it has my camera position a bit better. Okay, and I want to back up a bit. Okay, this should be fine. It should be fine. Okay, wonderful. Okay, and we can get done with one or so more matches. Then I might try Uranium War. I might hate myself if I do so, but I might try it. Okay, here we go. Okay, I recognize that build as being on the enemy team last match. The one that had one Cyclone and one... Okay, free kill on this bot because it's stupid as hell. Okay. Oopsie daisy. Okay. Ooh. Someone hit me there. Okay, we're still all 8 of us. They've lost 3. Things are going well on our side. Ooh. Okay. What I want to do is probably get on the bridge then. So, that far out of range? Really? We're just going to capture the point then. Yeah, it makes no sense. We just capture the point. They can't do anything. Okay. Point captured. Wonderful. Okay, and that is the Brawl complete. Overall, I had like one good moment before the when the stream after the stream went dead due to a power outage. I was able to get back online about 5 minutes after, and the very first match I got 5 destructions. But unfortunately, that was not recorded, so I am very unhappy about that. And all the other footage that was unrecorded, but we didn't really have any good highlights. Unfortunately. There was also one time where there was an incinerator mech, and I just melted both of the legs off. And then they self-destructed as I was slowly poking them from behind. And they couldn't do anything, because their weapons only shoot forward and I was behind them. And they had no legs. Okay, so the next thing to do is if I feel like really, really cursing myself, I can do Battle for Uranium. Okay. Okay, this is a slaughterer. Let's see. Are those Icarus? The Icarus 7. So I could actually download this build and have it work. Oh, but I don't have that cabin. What the heck is this cabin? Is that from the Battle Pass? Yeah, it's from this Battle Pass. Okay. Okay, so that is the new cabin then. Okay, I have not bought this Battle Pass because I'm not sure if I want to give Crossout any more money. Especially since I've definitely missed more than 6 days, so I can't get the double uh, weapons from the past, so I might not even be able to get one of the extra freaking lighter or bearing weapons. Okay, so I don't have that weapon. What is this? It's just an art build. Okay, I'm gonna do power score. I don't have the Triton. Yeah. This is a Kami Richer build. Those are the hovers that I have. What do you have? You have a Jackie, you have an Aquilo, you have a Flock, you do have a Colossus and a Gas Gen. I can build this one for sure. It's really quick. But this one might be worth trying out as a very do or die one. Does it even have a radar though? It has an auto jack, a car jack. They didn't even put a radio on this one. Therefore, I already know it's a terrible build. So that's a new pack. That's a new pack exclusive cabin. Okay. We could try this one. Oops. Okay, this is the commie. Okay. Okay, we could try this one. It's a very fast, speedy one. And I do have the Hornets. But does it have a radio? Yes, it does. Like, this one's stylish enough. I think I would have fun with that one. Where is it? Right here. Okay, well, I'm gonna try that in Battle for Uranium, yeah. Okay, we need to go to, again, this. Yeah, we can add that one. It doesn't really matter. Okay, okay, why can't I do Battle for Uranium? Oh, access will open in 13 minutes. Okay, I see, I see. I typically don't play Battle for Uranium. And let's see. Okay, so I can't do anything right now. I guess I could try this out in the Battle Walker mode. Or I could just look for another blueprint around a similar power source. Okay, I don't have that vehicle. Ooh. And this is a double compiler. Okay, this one might be worth downloading. Those are Icarus 7s, yes. Okay. Oh. Is it only the two weapons? Okay, it is. I'm skeptical on how useful that will be. And this is the new weapon? The new cabin? Okay. Yeah, that's Nova Cabin. I don't have the Nova Cabin. Don't have that weapon. I don't think the Harpy would be that good with just the machine guns. Person after my own sensibilities, I have a ghost that is very brightly colored too, but it's with Stillwinds. I haven't used it since they nerfed the Stillwind to not to lose its cloak after you decloak, or rather, yeah. Stillwinds used to be so you could fire for 5 seconds while cloaked. And that was a very good perk for them, and then they removed it. These are narwhals. Does this have, like, kings on it? Doesn't. Okay. I'm sort of interested in doing a king build, because I actually do have a king. Okay, well, I'm not finding anything I want to use immediately. And I don't play the high-level Battlefield Uranium or Clan Wars ever. So I don't know exactly what would be the best thing there. So I guess we'll do some more in the mech mode. Battlefield Uranium should start in 9 minutes. Fortunately, this mode doesn't earn any patches, so I could just do normal matches instead. That might be better. Nice. Knocked off his legs. Okay, well, the last one is on our base. We have more guys, so we go to their base. I'm sort of stuck, so... Okay, wonderful. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna do normal battles then. Because the Brawl, for whatever insane reason, they did not enable patches, and it sucks so tremendously much. Like, I already know I can't get the patches, and I've already missed about 20 days of this Battle Pass. Because after you miss the first 6, then it doesn't really freaking matter. But still. So annoying. Such bad design. Okay. I should test something after this match just to make sure the stream is still working well. We are multi-streaming on Rumble, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. And because we had that one issue when I lost power earlier today. Nice. Why do we have... Oh, okay. Okay, well that's fine. Apparently I queued for the Battle Walker mode that has helicopters. That's fine. Actually, kind of a bit more fun this way. I can still shoot the legs off of walkers. And of course, the flamethrower players are so annoying. Fortunately, I had to deal with both the bot and the flamethrower guy. I could have handled the flamethrower guy alone. Sheesh. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We can just keep doing that until the Battle for Uranium mode opens up. One minute. Okay, so we might actually just leave the queue then. Okay, so we can immediately queue for this. So this is also probably another huge problem with the design of this game, because Battle for Uranium, it's only open for 1 hour at a time, and then closed for 1 hour. Then open for 1 hour. But it's a mode that you really have to grind to actually get the rewards from, I think. So you can't just like log in and play how much you want. No, you have to log in during a specific time. Oh joy! What a terrible design. Like, they really shoot themselves in the foot with so many different things. I will see if I even like this mode. Like, the problem is you can't tell how much grinding you have to do with Battle for Uranium, based on the first matches, because the first leagues give you disproportionately more points, take a shorter amount of time, but then it goes much, much higher. Okay, we have a porcupine and cancer, reapers, cancer, and possibly cancer. Follow these guys. Okay, they want to fight. Okay. I feel like I'm sliding on. Okay. Stop. Okay. Well, if I was distracting two of them and they still lost 2 versus 3, then there was no hope for this team. That's unfortunate. Okay. What I might end up doing is trying that retro build, because that is the one build that could actually potentially earn like 2,000 rating in a single match. I just need to find something to sacrifice to add a radio and a freaking radar to it. That was one. I'm talking about one on the exhibition. Okay, they're all sort of more long-range 3 upper builds. Okay, this build is not good enough. Not against hovers. Okay. Wow, these guys sucked. My teammates, of course. Okay, so this blueprint we are going to get rid of. Okay, let's see what is actually under new. Do I have 3 gun gear? I think I have 2. I could have 3. Should be under machine guns, but... Why is this not organized properly? I know I have at least 2 gun gear. What the heck? Why is this not organized properly? Oh, they're in the cryo weapon now. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, I have 3 gun gear. Okay. They're no longer machine guns, they are now cryo weapons. That's why I was confused. Yeah, a lot of these just look really terrible. Yeah, I can download this one. Okay, we're gonna have to... Like, this guy labeled this as Battle for Uranium Candidate. But he wasn't smart enough to even put a freaking radio on it. I think we have to get rid of... Okay, we'll get rid of that for sure. Maybe not. What the heck happened? Like, I didn't tell it to delete the whole freaking build. They've made the whole garage interface a lot more frustrating. Okay, well, I think what we do is we actually get rid of the scorched here. Okay, we need a radio. Actually get rid of that part and put the radio there. And then we need a radar. We need at least a listener level radar. Okay. Okay, now we need to shed 29 points. And once again, we can remove this Mariposa. Or we can find something in the back to get rid of. Yeah, I think that's probably how we're going to have to do this. Let's see how well this hover does in Battle for Uranium. Okay. That's a problem. The radar dish there interferes with the flock. So let's that. Okay, we have a hover on our side. Okay. We have Gungear, Swarm, Melee, and Cricket. This actually looks very winnable. Who knows for sure. Okay, I want to hang with the guy who has the verifier. Okay. Okay, both of them are over there, which is very annoying. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That was intense. GG. That was intense. No, my score was only 1499 despite nearly taking out three of them myself. Like, is this a troll? Is this literally a troll? Like, doing that well and only getting 1599 or 1499 points? Really? Really? So, how possible is it even to get this? It seems like crazy. Like, Crossout shoots itself in the foot so much. Like, having... That was a sort of insane result game where I scored the majority of the points, and it's still not good enough. Crossout is absolutely cooked with how they designed these quests. And, like, how they set up clans is also cooked. Like, completely unreasonable requirements on every single direction of this game. Completely unreasonable. Okay, I wanted to check one thing to make sure that Rumble isn't having any problems with Rumble Studio. As it might be. Okay. Yep, it looks like things are working well. Okay, we have a commit, we have an avalanche, we have reapers. They have a commit, they have a scorpion double. Okay, so this can just get me completely destroyed in like one hit. So this is a very bad matchup for me. But it's my only possible one, and like, you can't predict what they bring. Oh, yeah, this sucks. I already lost one Retcher. This is literally not a match I can face. And my teammates are too passive. Yeah, basically unwinnable. Literally not covering our backsides. Like this was a matchmaking loss. So how much rating did I even get from that first battle? I only got 56? That's crazy. Okay. This mode is like a sweat mode among sweat modes with super low rewards for the time spent, is what I'm feeling. Like, the entire game is super low rewards for the time spent. But normally, the rest of the game, you don't have to deal with such high level of sweat. And the matchmaking absolutely sucks. Okay, we have whirls, we have incinerators, we have cyclones. Let's see what it's going to put us again. Is it going to be scorpions again? Not scorpions, but charons, which is a new battle pass weapon. Commits. That isn't necessarily a good build for a commit. Okay, so this is a bit more of a fair match. Okay, how does my team want to move? I kind of want to support the incinerator guy. Freaking heck. Is that a new ability or something? I don't want you sniping anymore. Oof. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're getting taken out here. It was a fairly even match. Unfortunately, I just missed a few shots, I guess. Like the auger guy or whatever he is, maybe he's a ML. But the guy with a whaler and a commit, he should have been destroyed by what I hit him with. Oh well. Okay. What is this? I can't even tell. Is it a drone build? Okay. Okay, only one of them is super. Well, two of them are super long range. So you have Cyclones and the A71s, or A72s, whatever they're called. Okay, so there's two autocannons, one short range, sort of mid range. First blood. Wonderful. GG. Wonderful. Sheesh, it took this much for just 2 wins. Okay, so my next guess is the next league reward will require 4 wins. Which makes 2 wins in 32 minutes. It's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. So therefore, I will not get to silver before this hour is out. Therefore, I will not be getting any of the uranium in this uranium war because I am not going to spend potentially fucking 6 hours doing this shit. We've had 2 really good matches, I'd say, that were particularly fun. And let's see. Nowhere even close. Nowhere even freaking close. And the thing is, the player base is so small that the only people left are tryhards, and I probably count as one of them. So there isn't a particularly low skill level for the battle for uranium. It's supposed to make uranium more accessible to everyone, but there's not enough of everyone left so that people who don't want to be exactly tryhards but are still a bit more above average, or should be above average, well, they don't get uranium either. Because, well, the mode is just too inaccessible, the game is too dead, and they put the grind too high for the... Like, this is definitely a mode a free-to-player probably won't ever be able to play. Unless they grind hard. Like, you can get legendary weapons that are fused for about 3,300 on the low end with these mini battle passes. All you need to do is grind like 10,000 coins, and hopefully a mini battle pass will have the weapons that you want that are meta. And a free-to-play player could theoretically compete in these modes, but that is a tremendous and insane amount of work. Okay. Okay, we have a Cyclone, we have a Thresher player. Okay, so my team is a little underpowered, maybe? Okay, they have freaking Punishers, that's a relic. Okay. Punishers are not that popular for relic, though. I'd be much more worried about Scorpions. But I have a feeling that those weapons can just strip me easily and completely. No signs of them, so they're probably cloaked. No, they're over there. Okay. Okay. Well, I was not expecting to win this match. And even then, it ended up decently even. But it's still not good enough. Like, I can see why pretty much everyone just gives up on Crossout. And that wasn't too bad of a match. But, like, the guy who had the epic weapons, the Threshers, who had just 10,500 power score, yeah. He probably has spent far less money in the game. The person with Punishers has probably spent thousands. So, realistically, they probably shouldn't be matched against each other. And I have no clue how much I spent on this game anymore. Because of buying battle passes for years. I do need to work on my retro aim. I've not actually played Crossout much in the last 2 months, so... and retros were never a weapon I used too much. Okay. Oh, Varoons. That's interesting. Okay, and here's the guy who was on my team last time. Okay. Our team is more passive than them. That's not particularly good for us. Okay. They're all in such a position that we can't really attack them. Okay, he's going forward, so I will go forward. I need to aim very far up. I do not like my position one bit. That was entirely my mistake. The Thyrus player just was my bane. But we didn't really have any, like, even this other hover on our team. He is down for the count. Yeah, so that did not work out.
Comforting words after defeat. It's not you, it's them.
So we have these two sort of hybrid builds on our team that have the new railgun weapon and two of the melee shotguns that have lances on them. I don't think those builds are good. And they certainly aren't enough to provide cover for me so I can actually do what I want to do. So I'm very frustrated with that match. And it could be me just being bad, because I should probably not have gone in there. Now, one thing I could try is switching out the Kamikab for a Beholder, which I think would allow me to attack while cloaked. Okay. Another one of these builds. I don't know why they're popular. I think it's just because they're affordable.
Forward! Follow me, guys!
Okay. It's almost 3 in the morning. And no one has a radar. I don't like... I prefer clan confrontations at a lower power score. Okay, first kill. Ah, my driving is bad. Oh no, my weapon. Okay, I managed to pull off 2 destructions, so I'm pretty happy there. We might be out of ammo. Yeah, GG. Okay, so this is actually a 50-point win. So I wonder if I can quickly pick out the commie for a beholder. Let's move that.
Guys, the race is the
That.
very beginning. Remember your first drive into the wastes?
Okay, let's see.
Perfect weather for a trip into the wastes. Breeze from the sepulchre. No raiders. It's paradise.
Okay, so I need, rather than a gas gen. Okay, well, for right now, I'm gonna put the cami back on. Because I need to just do another match before the event ends. So I don't have time to fiddle with that. But I can have a beholder on there if I do this again. Which will give me a cloak, which will be very nice. I just need to figure out... looks like I'd need a freaking bootstrap rather than a gas gen, so that does make things a lot harder. If I was to do that. But it might work out. Queue time is quite low. Okay, a commit hover, a destructor hover. The Thyrus guy, I think this is the guy who screwed me over that one match. Main problem is 4 versus 4, it's far easier to like 8 versus 8 I really like a lot more as a format than 4 versus 4. A lot of reasons for that. Because losing one teammate to a bad decision, like 4 versus 4, is much more punishing. Like that guy, he's going far, far too ahead. Okay, now we're too far back.
Immobilize targets. The best kind. Another one's holed up in here somewhere.
GG, and I'm MVP. Wonderful. Okay. So that was 54 points for that one. Next league actually gives uranium, so... But then we have to pause for an entire freaking hour. I don't know why they do it this way. It's so asinine. And, like, I don't know if I will have the time or willpower to stream Crossout again this week. And, like, that was 2 wins, so the next one, it could take... Like, it was 2 wins to go to this league. The next league, it could be 4 wins, or it could be 8 wins. I don't know.
It's going to get very hot very soon, but don't worry. I've upgraded my cooling system.
And obviously the person who made this build was expecting, like, nest spam. Because they have the flock, they have the commie, and we haven't encountered one single nest user yet. Or even, like, any of the other guided rocket, not even a trombone user. I don't speak Russian. Or read Russian, for that matter. Okay, Reaper, Pulsar. Okay, they have the Relic guy. They have a Charon. Okay, and they have a Starfall. Okay, the Starfall guy, this is pretty unfavorable to me, other than the one guy who has the lances. Okay. Unfortunately, I just have to be impatient. May I see all 4 of them on radar? Near impossible for me to hit them. Okay, let's go. And they are clustering right here. I feel like I'm wasting all my ammo. Okay, well. That must be a new weapon. I'm not familiar with that effect. The Cami works on it. That must be the Charon's effect. And I finally got some damage. Ah, I lost a retcher. It sucks. Okay, they're going after me. Okay, well that's unfortunate. For me, at least. Looks like my team can still possibly win. But I was the least likely player to assist them. And this is so stupid. Literally, both teams are too scared to get out of cover. This guy did not bring enough ammo. Okay, it looks like we will win due to the timer. Okay. GG. No, I should have gotten enough damage to get points there. That's crazy that I didn't. And the battle for Uranium's over because that match was basically freaking... Now it's an hour wait. So obviously I'm not staying. Obviously. This is terrible design. It's a terrible viewing experience where you suddenly cut people off. Like, streaming is one of the main reasons Crossout is advertised now. And the fact that you just get cut off without being able to do any more is crazy. So I think I will try to put a Beholder cabin on this if I play any more. This was far less obnoxious than I thought it would be for Battle for Uranium. But Crossout still has so many freaking issues with it. Okay. Well, I think that is it. Gonna be it for the night. It's definitely been a night. I'm not sure if I'll play Crossout again before Battle for Uranium is over. Sheesh. This is crazy. Like, how obnoxious is it? You can only work for 1 hour. Queue times are super long. And then the matches tend to be these slow matches where everyone is just trying to like use suppressing fire, and you can't really be that aggressive. Because one thing they did this term, which I actually agree with, is they made it so you can't team queue unless you're basically cheating. But without team queuing, then suddenly, well, you can't bring like 4 aggressive builds that can just go in and brawl. So if you get a bunch of you got a team of half ranged, then your 2 melee guys can't go in and brawl until your range guys move up. But your range guys might not want to move up. It might not be advantageous for them. So it creates a very slow match system. And if this works how I remember it, that when your matches go to timer, you get less points. So let's see. Yeah. So even my best battles here this day, even that one where I got 3 kills, it only got me 1,308 points. That's crazy. That's stupid. It's frustrating as all get up. And you can't even do normal clan confrontations during this week. So the people who don't have builds that go over that, the people that have builds that might work at 9,000, they can't even play this mode. And they can't play clan confrontations and earn their clan points this week. It's crazy, it's stupid. And let's see, Battle for Uranium, let's see. 4 days, 7 hours. So that will actually end on Saturday, right? Because it is Wednesday. It won't end. It will end before Sunday. That's kind of stupid too. Okay. Anyways, I think that'll be it. I'm a little frustrated with this whole thing. Like, the matches were actually fine and fun, but the thing is, being restricted to do like 1 hour at a time is stupid. So, the amount that they want you to actually do to get that reward is stupid as hell. Especially like the score 2,000 points. That is so crazily badly designed. Yeesh. Okay, well that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed watching me complain about Crossout. I hope you have a good night, and that's all.